we going? I am going very well, thank you. I forgot to fill my water. Damn. No worries, no worries. Today is a very, very special stream for me. Because I get to share with you one of my favorite albums of all time while doing some drawing. I mean, like, I did want to do a drawing stream, but there's also an album that I really like. And when I lived in Liverpool, I got huge cravings for it. And so now I get the chance to not only digitize it so that I never have to go through that pain again, but I also get to share it with all you lovely people. And it's so weird. Like, I feel like some of you will like it, some of you will think it's bizarre, some of you will hate it, some of you will like bits of it, but you know, it's all fantastic. I'm really, really excited to see what everyone thinks of it and get all your reactions. But before we do that, I'm going to play a game that was recommended to me by Sean from YouTube. You're going to guess that you're going to hate it. I had you in mind and I was thinking some of you will hate it. It's not yodeling, if it makes you feel any better. But give me a sec. I'm just going to start recording another side because I am digitizing albums as we do this. So hold on a sec, please. I won't be a minute. Hold on. Here we go. What? Did I name it side 1 again? Oh, good, I did. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that music in the background. It's very, very quiet, or at least it should be. It should be inaudible to you, but I just want to have this constantly recording. All right. Now, in the meantime, there's this game called YASUHATI, which was recommended to me by Sean from YouTube. And apparently, he thought I would like it because it's a game that reacts to your voice, right? You control it just using your voice. I'm going to open it. I don't think it's a very long game or a very developed game, but I wanted to just try it out because he was like, you should do it, it's fun. I think your audience would like it, is what he said. Okay, why don't I... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that clever? Look at me there. In fact, I could probably even actually... This probably isn't a good idea because then I have to move it back afterwards, but you know, whatever. Whoa! My head! It's so big! Let's move me down there. Yeah, in the middle so I can look over there. Oh wait, oops, look over there. It probably does spawn a huge shark 20 minutes on, but what the hey. Shall we do, like, I speak all these languages, but let's do Japanese because, I mean, English. I understand that how you do this is, Mr. Onigiri. You just play it. Like talking. Actually, let me just look at the README over here. The README says, small voice, go forward. Loud voice, jump. Larger voice, high jump. So it's meant to be the kind of game that you can just play while chatting with the audience. So I thought maybe, you know, we can get some chat in. Would you like that? So how are you? Oh, I guess I'm really loud. Okay. Now, coming up ahead, we're going to jump! Wait, what? Oi, that's not fair. So do I... Okay, so I guess I failed. I'm not making any noise at all. But I guess what we need to do is we need to talk louder! 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 No? Okay, we'll make this sensitivity a little bit higher. Let's see if that changes things. I think I'm dead. Like, how do I... This is just embarrassing. How do I... Ah! No, I just exited the game! Or maybe there was a way to salvage that. Let's try this again. Okay, back in the game. Stage 1. I don't know what the difference is here. Okay. So I'm a little note, and I'm walking along and I want to jump! Really? Why doesn't this work for me? Oi! Not making any noise at all. But now I'm going to talk. Yeah, I didn't think this stream would last long. Oh! I just need to laugh. There we go. Oh shit! Okay, well at least I nailed it. You got to laugh. Try shouting at the very start to figure things out. Okay, I'm going to try. Ha! Oh no. Maybe your volume needs to sort of. You need to just talk a lot. So like I'm going to talk quietly, and then I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs. And again! Yes, look at this. This is natural. This is natural conversation! Oh no, help! And let's go again! Oh, my throat is already sore! Help, 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 help! Okay, let's try jumping! No, keep jumping, keep jumping, keep jumping! You can do it, you can get higher! Get higher! Jump over the thing! Jump over the thing! No, I'm just frozen. I'm just timing the jump too late. Okay. Let's put the sensitivity a little bit higher. So that way I don't need to shout all the time that I want anything to happen. And then we jump again! I don't think this game is very well designed. Or maybe my microphone isn't really set for it. Let's try it again. I want to do endless mode. This is kind of like endless mode for me. La 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 la. I wasn't even saying anything then. Do you reckon maybe it's a little bit slow at receiving your voice? So I just need to jump earlier than I think that I need to jump. So I need to jump now! And now we need to keep walking. And then we jump again! Yeah. And now we get ready to jump! And then, oh no, that was too much. Oh, that was too much. Oh, wait, yo, yay! That didn't happen before. Okay, now we jump again, we jump again, we jump, and we fly again! And no, 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 no. Okay, no. Can you tap your microphone instead? That doesn't seem to make a difference. It is a free game and it is an independent game, so there is a chance that there is some stuff, you know, like it's, you know, still a work in progress or something, which is, I guess, what we should assume. Or maybe I should make it really. Oh wait, no, that makes it. Ah! Okay, so now we're gonna walk, and then we need to jump over here. We need to keep jumping and do that jump thing that we did before. Doing the jump thing that we did. Is it about tone? Is it about tone? Or is it about being loud but deep? Nope, my parents are probably really confused right now. Okay, let's try this again. We'll do it one more time, then we'll get on with our drawing stream. And then we jump over here. I guess this makes you concentrate too much to... It's not... It doesn't work! Alright. Okay, so that was that. I hope you enjoyed that. I think I did. Alright, so... Wait, what's that? No! No, we don't want a window capture. No, I mean display capture. We want... Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we do. Ah! Sorry. We do want a display capture. Good game. What? Was it a good game? Was I the problem there? I may never know. All right, so without further ado, let's open up Clip Studio Paint, because that's the software that I'm going to use today. Actually, maybe we can do some warm-ups in my favorite, software, Rebelle, as I like to call it. God, I can't, some of this, the stuff in this album is really weird, and I can't wait to get your reactions. Okay, now I need to activate my thingy. I think my parents would be used to my screams by now. I mean, generally they come a little bit more spaced apart, I think, my shrieks. At least in my opinion. Alright, getting my tablet working. Put that there. Put this here. And now we change the display to on. There we go. Look at that. We got a nice little thing going on there. And now what we need to do is I need to move my drink to the right side here. Hope you don't mind me talking through my whole process here. Okay. Gonna move this thing down there. Gonna move my tablet over here. My art tablet. Oh, and maybe what I can do here, put this in the bottom left. Oh, I'm so clever. That way I can see whether the record's still going. What's going on? Oh, there's a poll? Hit or miss? Oh, for that last game.
Jeff Bezos have another $5 just because I want to support Kevin because Diana draws. Such nice emotes, Cav honk boogie.
Such a big pause there. Diana draws. Thank you, Dumpy, for resubscribing. I think you're the only one besides me who gets to take advantage of that emote at the moment outside of the Discord. That last one was a hit. I'm glad you think so. Okay. So, now what shall we draw? I would like to do a warm-up by maybe drawing a Pokemon from memory. So, does anyone want to recommend a Pokemon? That's always how I tend to start up these things. No Pokemon? Okay, while waiting, I'm gonna put on some music, which is that Jeannie Lewis album. So, it'll probably just be like crackling stuff. There we go. Listen to that. All those crackles, I made that. I made the crackles. So let me know if I need to adjust the volume, make it louder or quieter or whatever. So this is one of my favorite childhood albums, which I think goes a long way to explaining why I ended up the way I did. Okay, oops. Wait, let me draw. Oh, I need to close this. Wait, what? I need to close. Clip Studio Paint, where is it? Where did Clip Studio Paint go? Ugh, let me restart this. I feel like there's been some issue there. As usual, technical difficulties. Can I draw Jigglypuff with the marker? Sure! Want to watch Cav's stream, but I have a big backlog of stuff I should study from this week, so I hope you're all going to have lots of fun and encourage Cav to draw as many honk-themed comments. Oh, thank you! I hope you have fun studying there. Okay, so Jigglypuff and Bunny. Oh no, Jigglypuff. Yeah, that's my little bunny Gillyweed. When she was a teenager. So how's the volume for this thing? Jigglypuff has huge eyes. Sounds good? Nice. Oh, it's got a jiggle. That's what a jiggle looks like. No, that looks more like Wigglybuff. Or whatever, Igglybuff. How is the big... It's like a big thing, and then it goes like that or something. throwing a weird dog poo on its head. God, I can't remember how this goes. Let's give it a quiff. So this album is actually let me show you. This album is Jeannie Lewis, Tears of Steel and the Clowning Calaveras. Sorry, Calaveras, my mistake. It's a really like creepy looking album cover, but it's an album which is basically based on a concert that they did, which was a celebration of life through death in 1976. Jeannie Lewis is one of my favorite vocalists. Like, she's Australian, completely underknown. And like, she just does incredible stuff with her voice. Like that. She does a lot of interesting things with her voice. Like, she does this old crone voice, which is just incredible. Ah! Okay, got the marker. There we go. Like, what is that? Oh my gosh, she's so good. Can we get a beefy Pikachu in Batman costume as a doodle later? Okay, sure. That's coming after this. That's a fist. This is a fist. This looks more like a Geodude. This is what a marker looks like, according to me. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Here's the marker. I've forgotten what a marker looks like. This is why artists use references. I forgot to put the drawing back on. My, final warning! Well, I'm glad you didn't get to see that, oh, now you get to see the marker, but I'll fix that now. Big thick marker here. That's the head of the marker. The Pokemon hasn't. Wait, why is the end of the marker up that way? That doesn't make any sense. So there's like some weird poetry in here as well. There's one poem that I always find hilarious, even though it's meant to be depicting, like, it's I don't know if you know the artist Victor Jara, I think is his name. And it's like the last poem that he wrote before he was basically abducted and killed somewhere. He was like a sort of freedom fighter, folk singer in Chile. And like they do an enactment of this poem, and it's like the most melodramatic thing. It sounds so silly. It looks like a grenade. I think it looks like a Geodude. What does Jigglypuff even have hands? I don't think they do, and they definitely don't look like Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, I think it's just. It doesn't even have legs, it's just got little feet. Isn't today Poetry Day? There's Jigglypuff. Let's color Jigglypuff in. Okay, we want a brush. Oh, whoops, wrong. I need to put it on a different layer. That's how people draw. No legs, only feet. Mm-hmm. They do have hands? Really? Can't imagine that. I feel like this is also the wrong shade of pink, but it's okay. It's okay. This is just a warm up. There we go. This looks just like one of Diana Jack's watercolors, doesn't it? Don't you think? Doesn't it look identical to something that Diana Jack would draw and color in? Diana Jack, the professional artist. And I think Jigglypuff has blue eyes. This is a song about the crucifixion. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's basically Jigglypuff. You're not this good? Oi! Okay. Let's look up Jigglypuff. I used to do a great impression of Jigglypuff back in the oh. Okay. It wasn't too far off. It doesn't have hands. It's got little sticks. Those aren't hands. And I knew the marker looked a little bit like that. Yeah. Oh, I'm so clever. I wasn't as far off as I thought, even though it also doesn't look anything like Jigglypuff. I captured the essence. Alright, well let's save that as Jigglypuff. Okay, and next we're doing Buff Batman Pikachu, and then we'll get on with what I'm actually going to be doing today, which is going to be work on that comic about how Shuklia and I met. Okay, Pikachu. Pikachu has like big puffy cheeks, and like the head's kind of like that, right? And oh, I've done the cheeks a little bit too big. Okay. Very trippy this song all of a sudden. Thank you for drawing my suggestion, no worries! Always my pleasure. Oh, that album's finished. Let me stop recording. I'll be back in a sec. I just gotta change albums. Side 3. Okay, back in a sec. I fell back down. I've just seen the track list and remembered one of the songs that's coming up. Can't wait for you to hear it. Where were we? Pika, Pika. Pikachu. Okay. Looking good so far. Looking good. Oh, it was Batman. Oh, it was Batman. Batman 2. Oh my god, it's gonna be a mixture. It's gonna be a mixture of, So it needs to have the bat cowl on. You like the song? It's like a power metal song without the metal. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. God, I mean, like, it was a concert. Like, this is basically just like a recording. Not a live concert, but it's sort of like a set list, as it was. Really, really interesting. Would have loved to have been there. But it was 1976. I wouldn't be born for another 11 years. Everyone's favorite Batman. Gummy Batman. And ears? What's Batman's thing even look like? Imagine listening to this at the age of 8 years old. Imagine the kind of dreams that you have. It's no wonder I grew up with anxiety. Speaking of which, I also have a whole bunch of children's albums that we listen to, which are like fairy tales and like Disney albums and things, but like records, and I feel like they're going to be really weird to listen to now. Gummy Batman. And he's gonna be buff, right? Batman has something else. He has like it's a whole face mask, isn't it? Like the best thing about these warm-ups is the fact that I'm not allowed to look at any references. So like, just like, not only am I guessing about Pikachu, but I'm guessing about Batman as well. Look at my Batman emote. No, that's cheating. Wait, what? What went wrong here? Oh, because I've been using like a light colored thing this whole time. Well, this is gonna look great. Yep, definitely don't need to salvage this one. This one's doing well. Definitely the fact that I have completely used the wrong color to sketch most of this picture, and I'm now making up for it, isn't going to be an issue as we go forward. 100% not. Ugh! Why does Pikachu look so bad? What? He's like the lead singer of the Gorillaz. Have I shown you the version of myself that I did as like a Gorillaz character? I can't remember Batman at all. You'd love to see that? Okay, hold on. This is back to the days when I could actually draw. Let me search through my document. It's on my Patreon. Yeah, I think it is. But just in case, let's look for it here. Is it 2005 that I drew this? Yes. Interesting is what it is. There we go. I couldn't be bothered drawing that other shoe, so I put a ball there and hoped no one would notice. There we go. Back in 2005. 2005. Good times, good times. Oh god! Going from that to this! Now you know I'm so ashamed of my art as it currently is. Okay, anyway. I have no doubt that I will get back to my former glory. This is a Pika Chad. Oh, the music stopped. Okay, let's start a new record, shall we? Let's listen to side B. If it will start. Yeah, it's starting. Probably take a little while. There's a Pika snowman. Everyone clap. Okay, big chest. Big manly bosoms here. There we go. What is this song even? I like it. It's a very accurate description of how swimming works. Okay. Imagine, like, the thing is, I have regulars who tune into this, into my stream, and they understand what I'm capable of.
I was much further out than you thought. And not waving, but drowning.
Poor chap. He always loved larking, and now he's dead. It must have been too cold for him, and his heart gave way, they said.
Oh, no. It was too cold always.
Still the dead man lay moaning.
I was too far out all my life. And not waving, but drowning.
Well. Not waving, but drowning. Oh, whoops! Shit, I've been using the wrong tool! Okay, here we go. There we go. This looks exactly like Batman and Pikachu. Capable of? You mean like the Yordle stream? No, I mean like my art prowess. You know that this isn't all I can manage. It's just, this is what I choose to manage. There's definitely some brown here. You wait until you die. Ah! What was that? Oh, it did eraser. No. Ah! No, it went too far. Ah! What am I doing? There's some... It's like war paint, basically. Like a tiger. Oh my god! Oh, this is the worst. This is one of the worst things I've ever drawn. I love it. Okay, so after this I'll actually get on to... There we go. You did draw Frank. He did a really nice Cubone when I requested it. Oh, thank you. The face reminds me of the costume from Donnie Darko. Oh, yeah, I did! Yeah! Oh, God, it is Frank. What happened to your eye? I'm so sorry. Who else really liked that movie? And it was the movie of my teens. But interestingly enough, sort of like in hindsight, I realized it was definitely a film made for teenage boys. It wasn't made for me. A lot of my favorite things growing up, in hindsight, I think, and it's like, okay, that was actually not made for me at all. I just happened to enjoy it. And maybe part of that was, you know, internalized misogyny or something like that, you know? There's so much culture that I think, you know, women and AFAB people are just sort of by default excluded from, and we're just expected to, you know, to consume that stuff. And we do, because there's nothing else. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting into another rant.
There are 5,000 of us.
Okay, this is the Victor Hara one, which is just really melodramatic and funny. So
How many we I know?
I'm gonna try not to laugh, but I may do.
How much humanity exposed to hunger, cold, panic, pain.
Moral pressure, terror, and insanity.
6 of us were lost, as if among the stars of space.
One dead. Another beaten, as I never could have believed a human being could be beaten.
The other 4 wanted to end their terror. One jumped into emptiness.
Another beating his head against a wall.
But all with a fixed look of death.
It's such a...
What is this the world that you created?
Was it for this your 7 days of wonder and work?
Trapped between these 4 walls, we are just a number. Number which cannot grow.
Which slowly will wish more and more for death.
But suddenly my conscience awakens. And I see this tide of murder has no heartbeat.
Only the pulse of machines and the military showing their midwives' faces smiling sweetly. Waiting.
How hard it is to sing when I must sing of horror.
Horror which I am living.
Horror which I am dying.
Seeing myself among so much horror
Stop hitting.
and so many endless moments.
Can you not see this?
Silence. Screams are the end of my song.
What I see, I have never seen. What I have felt, what I
You can see everything on my screen? Good, 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 good.
The streets were wet, running to the factory to meet Manuel. A smile on your face in the rain.
So, yeah, that poem is... like, it's a poem about a horrible tragedy, right? Like, and it's one of the last poems that this guy wrote before he was, you know, before he disappeared.
I remember you, Amanda.
And they're just like, beating his head against the wall! It's so silly. So this picture is going to be, the thing is, I draw much more confidently when I'm drawing on paper. Let me move it over here. I did finish Peekabat. I can show it to you. Hold on. So these are the pictures that I'm trying to recreate, essentially. These are the kinds of characters. Let me just get up the Pika. Now that I actually speak Spanish, I think my I think her accent's a little bit off. If I do say so. Okay, let's get this Pikachu bat now. Is the top? Yeah, the top right one was me, with longer hair. Where is it? There we go. Can you see that? Wait, why can't you? There we go. There you go, Diana. This is what we ended up with. I hope you like it. Okay. Now, so I'm trying to recreate, like, these were just like sketches for the script. And what I'm going to share with you now is, actually, shall I share with you the script of the comic so you can see what I'm working with here? I've paused my Patreon while I try and sort my shit out, because I don't want to be, you know, taking money from people and not producing anything. Which means that my behind the scenes patrons wouldn't feel messed out if like missing out or ripped off if I share some of this stuff with you. Not that I think they care anyway, but you like the t-shirt? I'm glad. Okay, so you can see here on the left what's happening with my Twitter. So my Twitter account was locked under suspicion of being spam, which happened to me like a few months ago and took me a few months to get unlocked because my recovery phone number is connected with my old Taiwanese number, and so my account got suspended because if you don't log in within a certain amount of time after being locked, you just get suspended. I've sent in a letter to the, like, I'm in a really, really, really long queue, and I'm really, really annoyed. Especially because because I'm digitizing my parents' record collection at the moment. I'm really keen to get in touch with the person who recorded the Chevrolet album that I've played in these art streams a few times before, because I want to ask if they've got other stuff. Because I looked in some of the comments and they've got links to other things, but the links are broken now because the blog was made in like 2006, 2007. But yeah, I can't do that because Twitter's the best way to contact them. And I'm suspended. Yay! Life. Okay, so the interesting thing about this comic that I'm doing with Shuklia is that she has her own style of drawing comics, which tends to be like with Japanese yonkoma, so like four panel comic. And on the other hand, excuse me, I tend to do it more in like I do much prefer the manga style of framing. I think that manga framing is quite dynamic and cool in a way that Western comics aren't really. So I prefer to do my comics that way. But that affects the narrative because all of her comics end up being like 1 page long to explain an entire incident. But for me, it takes, basically a story length in order to get like a story across, essentially. So framing, I mean, like, you've got the square panels, I mean. So, you have more dynamic panels. You've got like less panels in a page for Japanese manga than you do in Western comics, which tend to have a lot more story and smaller panels. But the panels don't tend to interact so much with the comic itself and with the narrative. Yeah, the actual box is on the page. That's what I mean there. Time to register Chevrolet Fan 420. But anyway, so we wanted to do this joint comic where I talk about my sequence of events and she talks about hers. Her script is just 9 or 10 yonkoma, like 4-panel comics, and mine is, I think, 41 pages. Yeah, 41 pages. So it's going to take me a lot longer to complete mine. So to give an example, this is like Asako. This is Shuklia's script for the introduction. So she's got panel 1. When my housemate Joe offered to introduce me to his Australian friend, I wasn't particularly interested. Joe says, "You should meet my friend Cav." After all, I hadn't come all the way to Taiwan to meet Australians. But Joe was persistent. He kept mentioning her and saying how much we had in common. You'd love her. You both like languages. Eventually, we agreed to meet for dinner. Within a few minutes of meeting Cav, I realized that Joe was spot on. We had so much in common. Sorry, I need to stop. I love this song. I always thought it sounded like a really excited chicken. What you're saying is your side of the story is much more complex. No, I'm just saying the way that we tell. Now, I know you're teasing me. Still, don't worry, it's over now, I think. But excited chicken, yeah. She captures like moments really succinctly, whereas I tend to go on a bit. So anyway, within a few minutes of meeting Cav, I realized that Joe was spot on. We had so much in common. We were both polyglots of mixed ethnicity, and we had both lived in a variety of countries. Hello to all of you just tuning in. Anyway, we even lived in the same small Japanese city. To me, this all seemed like happy coincidences, but Cav would later reveal that their alarm bells were beginning to ring. So, I bring back the Jesus song. You love this kind of thing? Oh, I'm glad. Oh no, it's coming back! We're listening to this weird album from 1976. Going through my parents' record collection by Australian artist Jeannie Lewis. Tears of Steel and the Clowning Calaveras. But yeah, so it's very hit or miss in the content, but I love it. So anyway, that was Asako's, Chuklia's first introduction, and so that's just the introduction. But then the purple bit is my part, and that goes on for 7 pages, and it has a lot more sort of like background, and I'm saying the exact same thing. I enjoy your laughter, you get so full of glee. What can I say? I love life. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through the first chapter, if that's okay, because that's what I'm going to be drawing today. Shukli has already done her part, which is great. I love this song. It's called When the Mode of the Music Changes. It was originally by The Fugs, I think, but it's it's a song that's made up of like 10 different songs, which I think is really cool. It's like, no, I kind of just want us to listen to this, so I'm just gonna do some sketches actually while we enjoy this song. Is a little bit culturally appropriative here, not gonna lie. It's a fun song, I like it. It's very James Bondy now. Oops. Face is a little bit messed up here. Isn't it cool? So this is just like the bass sketch here. Oh, you posted the Japanese 70s group the singer reminds me of when she sings slower in the Discord just now. Thank you so much. I'm always looking for new 70s music. Okay, hey there, Ashrant, how's it going? Let's get on to another page, shall we? Oh, I've got the lyrics wrong already. I haven't heard this album in years! No. I dream in the eye of the storm. No. Of the wind. God damn it. Songs are hard. Wait, what am I doing? I need a new page. Okay, so, whoops! That other side stopped as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this. I'm going to put on a new side. And I'm going to start the third one. Okay, is that going to play? I think so. New audio file. There we go. Side 3.
I have a friend, the clown.
This one's so good. Enjoy!
Cheese in his nose which lights up, and his hair as it's pulled out. As long as the crowd cheers, he will act the fool. Laughter is useless when the circus is deserted. My clown is in an asylum,
Cav Dab redeemed! My PGBM.
My life is
Okay, record.
Come applaud me. I've done my number. I threw my wife from the tip top of the big top. Un clown est mon ami, un clown bien ridicule. Dont le nom s'écrit en gifle majuscule.
You like French?
Pas un empire plus triste qu'un chapeau.
This song's great.
Roi d'énormes vires et mange des bravos.
Okay, panel 1.
Pour ton nez qui s'allume, bravo, bravo. Tes cheveux que l'on plume, bravo, bravo. Tu croques des assiettes aussi singes et d'eau. Tout mange des paillettes partout dans un tonneau.
Hey there, Hazardius. We are actually doing drawing. We're just consulting my script.
Bravo.
What the hell is this meant to be?
Que l'on plume, bravo, bravo.
Ah, okay.
La foule aux grandes mains s'accroche à ses oreilles.
Where are the pages?
Bat ses chagrins et vide ses bouteilles.
Where?
Son cœur qui se dévisse ne peut
No.
les attrister. C'est là qu'ils applaudissent
Story.
la vie qu'il a ratée.
Ah, this little sketch I did of all of us together at the end of the thing. So that's a spoiler, by the way.
Pour ta femme,
How do I add a page? Oh, add a page.
bravo. Et tu fais la vaisselle.
Bravo! Bravo!
Ta vie est un reproche qui claque dans ton dos. Ton pitch te fait les poches et toi te fais les diaux.
Doesn't it just make you want to go to the circus? Okay, so okay. We're going to make some frames here. Studio Paint. Rectangle frame we need. What? No! Rectangle. Yeah, rectangle. Oh. Oh. Create. What if I. Shit. Nothing can make me want to go to the circus. Makes you want to avoid the circus. Why is this circle? This is a song I was looking forward to you all hearing. Oh, so happy you get to experience this with me. And this is probably one of my favorite songs, which is a nice calm sort of song. So don't worry, this one's normal. I looked up before how to make the frame a circle, and now I can't remember how to make it a rectangle again. Like, even though it says rectangle, it's doing a circle. I'm so cross. Double click, right click.
Out of place is a crying clown who could only frown. The play went on
I need to.
for hours.
This is just saying what the tool looks like.
As I live my role, I swore I'd sell my soul for one love.
Here? No?
Who would stand by me
I bet Kazoo and the theremin are gonna show up in the song halfway through. Oh dear. This isn't yodeling, but it was fun to wake up to. I'm glad. Okay, now I just need to figure out what the...
after making love we dream.
I don't know if Shuklia is watching this. If you... Oh, brush shape. Oh wait, no! That's just showing me the...
Bunch of friends,
How the hell did I do this?
dream each other's smile.
This one's no, but Cav, we are all in the hell circus. Okay. Draw border. I'm gonna need to look this up again, because I spent so long trying to find a circle frame for like for this circle panel down in the bottom right here, and now that was the one circle frame that I had to make, and now I don't know how to put it back. Oh god, you don't know enough about Clip Studio Paint to help. That's okay. It was something really simple too, but also not really intuitive. Polyline frame, double click, create frame. No. Right click here. I just remember that one time Cav was scared of zoom while drawing an elephant. It's true, that happened to me! Okay, I'm gonna look up Clip Studio Paint change frame to circle, so that way I can try and find the tutorial that showed me how to do the other way. Oh, change frame shape. That's what I want. Select brush shape. There is a separate tool preferences window, but I don't know how to access it. I'm gonna do some Twitch things now. Click the window menu, perhaps. Ah, tool property, rectangle frame. Brush size? Subtle detail, I think that's it. Yes, I think that's it. Why is this so non-intuitive? I've done it. I've done it. And I don't know how. I don't know how I did it. But I did. Oh, okay, let's try this again. I'll see you later, Blackus88. Yes, look at that. That's what I wanted. Only took me 10 minutes of stumbling around. Okay, this is definitely progress. Okay. So the top thing is going to be me and Joe talking happily together, I believe. Okay, so like let me read through the script of the first chapter, the introduction, like I was actually going to do before I got distracted by the clown song. I think I remember this song was pretty cool too. Okay, so page 1 is just one panel.
It is long the way.
It's my favorite poet.
It is big the anguish.
Beating his head against the wall!
Bitter love that never
Anyway,
was.
so it's the first page is just going to be a splash panel with all the events shown on it. Well, or just like, you know, a dramatic version of the events. This is a story about friendship and an embarrassing misunderstanding spanning most of that friendship. Then page 2 is going to be this one that you just saw before, once I actually draw it. So we've got me walking here with our friend, mutual friend Joe. Joe's looking enthusiastic at me while I'm looking absently somewhere else. As much as I hate to say it, it all started with Joe. Oh, what could that entail? What is it about Joe? He seems like a nice guy. Joe says, you really need to meet my friend Shuklia. She's from Melbourne and speaks Japanese too. I say, oh yeah? But my thought bubble reveals my inner thoughts. saying, ew, another Australian? Gross. Mutual friend Joe was a frankly underwhelming anime. In the next panel, we've got a thought bubble, and it's gonna have like some more like little thoughts going into my head here. Okay, so two random stereotypical looking Australians with cork hats stand in a crowd of people who are speaking another language. They're chatting excitedly. The caption here says, I was a translator of Spanish and Japanese from Australia and living in Taiwan at the time to study Mandarin. It wasn't the first time I've lived abroad, and when you're not in Australia, it kind of seems like a waste to spend your time with other Australians, no? So the interesting thing about this, right, is that me and Shuklia, we wrote our scripts separately. For a reason. We wrote down some of the main events, like made a list of some of the events in that time in Taiwan that we both remembered, and then we wrote about them separately. So both of us apparently had the same sort of like, Australians, don't want to meet an Australian. But yeah, that was one of the many things we had in common. Okay, so then we've got two Australians, stereotypical Australians. One says, "G'day, mate." The other one says, "Crikey, another Aussie. Well, plop my noggin in a kangaroo's bum." Which is one of those phrases that, I mean, you probably don't understand if you're not Australian, but Australians use that phrase all the time. It's an exclamation of surprise that Australians say constantly. Next we have that panel on the bottom left of me looking, I mean, it is going to be looking more up there. I actually just like copied and pasted, as you can probably see. Just so that I've got the general size of the figures alright. So, I tended to avoid Australians like the plague when living overseas, and I had little interest in meeting Shukla, as much as Joe talked about some similarities. Joe says, "You'd really like her! She speaks Russian and Mandarin as well, and she's doing her PhD on comics." I'm looking somewhere else, saying, just ignoring him. And then, we've got a close-up of his face. But then... That's him over there, in the... Here. Ah! Oh, no! There. And, but then... And she likes board games, too. And then, we've got that circle panel that took me ages to research, of my eye. And I say, eh? And then we've got Joe and Cav looking at each other happily. Shuklia holds weekly gatherings at these, so this is what I'm going to be drawing next. Shuklia holds weekly gatherings at these board game cafes. You should come sometime. It's fun to see your process of this. Oh, I'm glad it's entertaining. I'm kind of like unsure. I don't normally share that much of the behind the scenes, because I figure it's boring, but I thought I'd give it a go and see what people thought. Shuklia holds weekly gatherings at these board game cafes. You should come sometime. And I say, you know, I may just do that. And then it's the rest of the page with no outline. Cav is love-struck, surrounded by their favorite board games and board game paraphernalia, dice, meeples, etc. One caption is in the top left and the other is in the bottom right. So this is basically how I lay out the script. Ever heard of Has-Been Hotel? I have heard of it. Yes. Yes, I have. I haven't watched it, though. I just know the name, and the art style looks kind of cool. Anyway, so, yay, I'm happy with board games. The caption says, I love board games. The thing about board games, though, is you need someone to play them with, and until then I'd had trouble finding people to go to cafes with me. I figured that it was no big deal to hang out with another Australian if it meant that I could finally sate that 9-month craving. I don't think there are any furries in Australia. Too warm. Wait, what did you say? Explanation for non-Australians. A kangaroo's bum is an unpleasant place for your head to be. Thank you, mate, Crowford. Okay, so next page we've got a medium close-up of Shukli and Cav greeting each other. So seeing... Wait, no. Whoops. Okay, so the next page is us walking towards the... Whoops. MRT, I should say. Which is the subway station in Taipei, where Joe and I met Shuklia for the first time. So we're pointing towards Shuklia and our friend Adam, well, who will be my friend Adam, waving from the station entrance. So, Joe invited me to Shuklia's next dinner and board games night. I say, do you see her? Joe says, there. Page 4, panel 2. In the bottom third, we've got a medium close-up of Shuklia and Cav greeting each other. Shuklia looks relaxed. Cav is smiling similarly, but sweating buckets. Shuklia says, nice to meet you. Cav says, nice to meet you too. But my thought bubble says, abort, abort. Caption in the bottom right. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have severe social anxiety too. Dun dun dun! What a twist! Yeah? The soundtrack's laughing with me. Oh! Let me just, save this. Wait, what have I done? Wait. Did I just... Sorry, hold on. Let me save this as side... Ah, no! Side 4. Okay, cool. Finished recording the album. I mean, the other record. I sometimes forget that there are real-life people named Adam who aren't a religious metaphor. Okay, so... Anyway, so... I am happy to meet Shuklia at this point in time, but I'm also really nervous because... I don't know if you know this, but I have very, very much social anxiety, and meeting people is terrifying for me. I normally don't show it, but that's because it's so bad that I have just learned how to, like, put up a big wall so no one actually knows that I'm shitting myself. Next page, we have the top third and establishing shot of us walking to a restaurant where we're going to eat, which is a vegetarian one. And I say, ooh, a vegetarian restaurant? This is one of those ones with the fake meat, right? This is still the same chapter that Shuklia summed up in 4 panels, by the way. Shuklia says, yep. Page 5, panel 2, middle third, left-hand side, no outline. Medium close-up of Cav looking at the menu. Then we've got the middle... Here I stand, foot in hand, talking to my wall. If you're familiar with David Bowie, you might recognize this song. This is a cover of a David Bowie song. I think his version's a little bit more tame. I don't know. Just an inkling. I haven't heard his version. Anyway, so we've got me looking shocked. And I'm like, ooh, what is Cav shocked about? We will find out in the next panel, I think. No, we won't. We won't find out in the next panel. We've got Cav, who is giggling, looking at a menu. Very, very impishly, as I've written here. Shuklia asks, see something you like? I say, hey. The top third left-hand side of the next page. So you actually have to turn the page in order to see what it was that I was laughing at. Now, this is a thing that we do in comic making, you see, where you keep people in suspense. You finish off your pages on the tiniest cliffhanger, which keeps them turning the page, but isn't really that fun. You know, I mean, like, it isn't really that exciting. That's one of the few songs of Jeannie Lewis that are on YouTube. Yeah, it's not her best song. Like, I really like a bunch of songs that aren't on there. Gary's song by Jeannie Lewis is another really good one that I highly recommend. It's a lot more generic. Like, this album, I think, is probably her weirdest one, in that it's a compilation of poetry, weird songs, weird noises, etc., etc. But I think her other albums are a little bit more like an album of songs, and Gary's song is a very good one from her first album. Okay, anyway, so the thing that it turns out that I was giggling at was, in this vegetarian restaurant, a sign saying, a thing on the menu saying Chicken McNuggets. The waiter here is asking, can I take your order in Chinese? Because it's in another language. Sometimes what people do is they put, sometimes. You will find on occasion that things that are in like triangle brackets are indicate when people are speaking another language. So there you go. This is like a crash course in making comics, because I'm so well known for drawing comics. I used to draw them all the time in high school. I wish I never gave up. Anyway, so there's me pointing to the chicken McNugget saying, this please. And then we've got me munching away happily, talking with my mouth full. I say, these are exactly how I remember chicken McNuggets to be. Haven't eaten those since I stopped eating non-free range meat years ago. How are your meals? Then everyone else looks a little bit bemused with their dishes in front of them. And then the bottom right panel is me, who is the only one looking excited. And then we've got page 7, which is the last page of this chapter. And then Adam went to China. So the top third is a medium close-up of Shukli and Cav sitting at the table with the others, chatting amiably. As the evening went on and we all got more comfortable with each other, Shukli and I discovered some other things we had in common. Shukli says, so you grew up in rural Victoria too? Cav says, yeah, my sibling and I were probably the only mixed Fijian, Indian/white kids in my Bergen country town. No one could comprehend our existence, haha. And then, the rest has no outline and it's gonna be like a basic me and Shukli a close up, just with dialogue going down as we get excited about finding someone else who is like mixed. You're lucky you had a sibling to commiserate with. I was all by myself, surrounded by white people who had largely never seen a Japanese person before, let alone a mixed race one. It's the constant microaggressions which are the worst, you know? Oh, definitely. Ha ha ha, white people, am I right? So right, ha ha ha. And then there's Joe and Anthony, two white men, sort of feeling a little bit awkward in this conversation. It was really interesting. We had to dial it back a bit because they were starting to feel a bit alienated. But it's just like, it's so rare, you know, that you meet someone. I think if you're from something that's a little bit obscure, like it's one thing to be of a certain ethnicity, but if you're mixed, it can be a little bit harder, I think, to find someone who has a similar kind of experience to you because the experiences are so diverse. Why is Adam called? Oh shit, I forgot. Adam. I'm really bad with names, as you might have noticed. oh, white names! White names kind of just blend into one another. Okay. So, white people, am I right? So right, haha. Joe and Adam are just kind of like ... And that's the whole of that chapter. So, like, Shukliya has managed to, in 4 panels, completely sum up that interaction there. Whereas, and also provide a kind of lead-in to what's going to happen. The idea that I'm going to get paranoid because I think that Shukliya is a spy who has been sent explicitly or specifically to spy on me. That whole thing has been summed up in 4 panels here. Very, very concisely. And it took me 7 pages to do the same thing. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it just shows, I think, that we've got very different storytelling techniques here. I think for me, I tend to like to set mood. So that tends to end with a little bit more navel gazing. God damn it! Okay, so now back to the comics. So we've got page 3. Is that the end? I think that was the end of side 3, was it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so that was side 3. And now we've got the final side, which is side 4. It ends on such a beautiful instrumental song. Okay. Oh, okay, yep, that's the album playing. Sorry, I'm very paranoid. Okay, so we're back to this thing here.
When I discovered within me not tears but undying arms.
Wait for them. Wait for me. When kind of creepy, isn't it? Okay, so it's Joe, a close-up of Joe and Cav looking at each other happily. So Joe is taller than me, as are most people. Don't look now, but there's an entire room behind you. Oh my god, don't say that! I just finished Simulacra 2 the other day. I actually had nightmares about Simulacra, did you know? I don't get nightmares after watching things, but I got nightmares after playing Simulacra 2, and I woke up and I was terrified, and the next morning I was like, wow! Must have made an impact.
Wait for me.
Okay. Okay, so we've just got Happy, what's his name? Joe. Whoops. No, I don't want pen, I want pencil. Begun to move. Hey there, Ferk, how's it going? That's not what his nose looks like. There we go. Joe Adams. The names just all blend into each other, is the problem. I'll be honest, I didn't really know Adam so well. He was more Shuklia's friend. Oh, she's so great. Okay, so like, I'm just doing rough sketches here, like I say. I'm still getting paranoid because you know the whole like performance anxiety you get when you're being watched. Someone's watching me draw, so it's like, ooh, I need to make it clear that to them that I know this doesn't look the best it could look. But it doesn't matter because it's just a sketch. And also it's a cartoon. It's not really what his hair looks like. It's a little bit better. I wanted them to have kind of smaller smaller bodies compared, like kind of disproportionate to their heads. Not to unsettle you, but I think you're being watched right now? What the fuck? Stop it! Stop it! Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Pichu? That's so mean! Oh my god! Oh my god. Like with this song playing as well. Like this part of that song. Thing is, right, Jeannie Lewis knows how to be creepy. No more creepy jokes. Not necessarily watched, but Cav is definitely Cav has been listened to by an audience of 33 right now. There was a comic I was gonna do a while ago, which was about depression and how I went from being suicidal years ago to sort of not. And thank you, Sardis, for the 100 bits. Jesus Christ, what timing too. all the creepy children too. And I gave my character a monobrow that I was really happy with. I should probably do that again for this comic, because, I mean, it's not something that I don't have. So what did my hair look like? Let's have a look at this again. This image that I've been using as a reference. Okay. Alright, so we've got like two little things there. You'd think that because I drew these pictures, I'd be able to draw them again, wouldn't you? Passing on with the metal clip. Teach them dancing night and day. Oh, that'll do. Just give me a little bit of a mullety kind of thing here. Oh god, it's terrible. I should probably have zoomed out. Oops. Oh god, why is this? Dance, everyone. It's kind of like the equivalent of the Phantom of the Opera, but for dancing. You know the Phantom of the Opera song, how the Phantom spends like 2/3 of it just like shouting at that lady to sing. These eyes are very different sizes from each other. Wait for... That'll do me. Actually, no. I don't know what's going on with that hair there. You drew them a long time ago? No, I didn't. I drew these pictures like last week. And I drew this picture like oh, no, not 15 years ago. I drew that one about 3 days ago. Okay, so this is the one that I need to do without a frame. So what I will do here is I will draw a frame over here, but I will say I do not want a border. There we go. Which means that there will be no border, right? Looks like there's a border. Oh well. Okay, so this is gonna be Cav looking... Yeah, I have no excuses. I mean... Actually, no, the excuse is that drawing on a... Yeah, they are different experiences, and I'm very out of practice with drawing... Well, in general, but especially out of practice with drawing on these tablets. Like, I got this tablet in for Christmas, and I was very happy about it, but I also don't know how to use it very well. Which is one reason, actually, why I wanted to do these streams. Because it's forcing me to actually get on it, you know? No, get bigger. Just a little bit. There we go. This is a gorgeous song, by the way. This is like the last song of the album. So I'll be changing the album after this. But it's mostly instrumental, and it's just one of those sort of slowly building ones. Well, eyebrows. I have them. Oops, what was that? No, what was the thing that I did with this? Oh wait, no, this is my hair as it was before, isn't it? So that was a little bit more like... a little more curly. There we go, that's what we need. Drawing on tablet is such a different experience. I think it's really hard to switch between them too. Once you get used to the tablet, you forget there's no line stabilizer or undo button when drawing on paper. Definitely happened to me. Okay, so anyway, and as I say, we're just doing the drafts. Because this is a 41-page comic, I just need to get general construct on paper. And then after that, I draw the actual pictures. This is another reason why me drawing comics takes such a long time. I feel like I drew the hair the wrong way round. Basically, Diana Jack's emote. Yeah, that's me. No, that's me going. You're way too far ahead, Remain Crowford. This is a very slow process. I am still at the board games. My tiny little body. There we go. Wasn't that album lovely? Wasn't every single track of that album incredibly pleasant to listen to? Didn't you just have the best time listening to that? I'm so sorry. This is what I do. I just love sharing this weird stuff with you. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Remain Crowford. If you want to hear, like, if you want that album, I have looked for it everywhere. I've looked for ways to purchase it everywhere. It's not in print. I went to a music store and asked if they, like in Melbourne, and asked if they had them, and they said, oh yeah, she's Jeannie Lewis, she sometimes comes in and drops off some more albums, but I haven't seen her lately, so I think it's pretty much just you're lucky if you can find them deal, in which case I'm very happy to, if you want a copy of the album, once I've fixed it up and everything, I can give it to you, because it's just so cool. And some of the songs as well, like, even if you don't like all the songs, some of them are just incredible. So, like, yeah, sure, okay. Well, once I've got them up, I'll share them with the Discord so that you too can listen to the clown song, the Bravo clown song. You want the crucifixion song? Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Where's my history in YouTube? Because I was listening to that new Chevrolet album, and it's very good. I found another Chevrolet album, is what I'm trying to say. 1974 Chevrolet. No, I don't want the car. Look at my history, ass. Library. Oh, I liked it. I liked it. So, likes. Find me my likes. Oh, wait. Oh. This is not my actual YouTube account. Why is it logged into... Oh my god. Hold on. Yes, there is a new Chevrolet album that I found. It's not new. Oh, I put a link to it on my Discord, so I'll just open that. Silly me. But yeah, it's from 1974 as opposed to 1972. Let me put that on for all of us to enjoy. I'm going to provide the link here as well in the chat. Look at my history ass and despair. Okay, 1974. I haven't listened to it in its full, so it could be terrible and not as good, but putting it here anyway. Just in case it's any good. Alright, so back to this. So that's me excited about board games. We're gonna have little pictures, board games around here. I'm actually gonna draw some proper boxes here, obviously. We'll have some dice as well. That's not what dice look like. There's a 1. I put the 1 in the wrong place. It is very 1970s, and I appreciate that very much. Okay, I don't know which... that's just dice. Okay, so you get the message. That's another die. Okay, and that's gonna go there, and that's gonna be page 3. Okay, so now we get onto this page, which is going to be a 2/3 panel of us walking to the station to meet Choclia. So two-thirds here. I'm gonna actually get the Taiwan MRT station where we met, and then another one. Oh, actually, I could have just drawn the one frame and then split it, and that would have been a lot cleaner. But nah, it's fine. It's fine. I got this. I don't. All right. So this one here, we've got this object. I do not want a border. Am I correct in there not being a border here? What about this one? Yeah, I want a border there. Yeah. But this one I don't. Good. Alright. This one is very different from the first Chevrolet album, I have to say. It's not what I was expecting. Oh, okay. Sorry, I take that back. I think it's picking up. This sounds like Papa was a Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Da 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 da. I don't know the tune of Papa was a Rolling Stone. I just have a friend who's really amazing at singing all the husky, rough soul songs, and he always sings this. Okay, MRT station. Let me show you the MRT station. Which one was it? I think it was Tai Power. Was it Tai Power Station? Whoops, that is not how you write it. Oh, Gongguan. I think it was Gongguan Station. Gongguan MST Station. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gongguan MRT Station. That's not the entrance I'm looking for, though. Yes, this is the entrance that I want. Oh, isn't it so nice that all that stuff is there? Oh my god, I'm so nostalgic right now. Wait, is that? I don't remember that Cache City being there. Is it Gongguan? It's Gongguan. Is that you in the photo? You cheeky. I don't think there was a Cache City there. Was it exit 1? I mean, it's close enough. It looks close enough to what the station was. So I'm gonna save that. Put it on desktop. Okay, so it's basically just a building. But the thing is, what angle are we going to approach this station from for a nice dynamic look? It kind of makes sense that, you see, this is the thing about doing your drafts first. You need to sort of like frame everything in a way that's going to work. I mean, I want them to be standing... I don't want us to just be walking left, you know, that seems silly. Chevrolet is or is not the music about cars. That I kind of remember you playing. Yeah, that's right. There was an album called Chevrolet Better Way to Build... No, Building a Better Way to See the USA, which had this really like upbeat... Actually, let me put that on to give you some context, and then we'll get back to this album. So I'm going to pause it there. Building a Better Way to See the USA. It's just Americana in a song. Is this a song? No? Fuck off. Okay, here we go. There we go. Just to catch you up, Ashrand.
Have you seen the mountain range of cities that stretch beyond your eye? Have you seen the Cape where they got ships that can take you past the sky? It's a patchwork quilt of cultures on a land of vast...
You know, I'll draw this later. I'm just gonna put MOT.
dreamers that has passed their wildest dreams.
America. I really want it to be like two bigger figures here, and then I want Shukriya and Adam to be sort of like off in the background at the MRT station. So maybe we cross the road. That might be better. In which case I have the entire highway here. And then we have the MRT.
But where all the edges touch, from the Mormons out in Utah to the Pennsylvania Dutch.
That's a wave. Isn't it a great song? It just really makes you want to go to the USA and like travel in a shitty car. So I'll have my hair distinct here, given that my hair looked like that back in those days. That'll be a way to distinguish that it's me. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to tell who's who there. Okay, there's going to be a point. It's going to be pointing. Pointing! Oh, look, it's, oh god, arms. Can't wait to, like, get some anatomy practice in at some point. Like, I know these are just sketches, but even sketches should be better with the anatomy than this. Okay, there we go. So look, it's them. I was in the USA once and was all scared, disorientated, and annoyed. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, so that was the album, you know, the album, the experience. There's also an amazing banjo song that I really love. But yeah, let's get back to music from Building a Better Way from 1974. Let's see what 2 years has done to the desired aesthetic of these creators. Decidedly more chill. You've got a little quiff there for Joe. Alright. Now I wanna draw in there. Can I draw in there? There, okay. Alright, so we're over there and we're pointing, and then the next shot is what? The next shot is... Okay, yes, so that's the medium close-up of Shuklia and me greeting each other. And what's gonna happen here is we're gonna have Shuklia over here. I'm a tiny little bit taller than Shuklia, so I'll put Shuklia's head a little bit further down there. And then I'll be in the middle here. And then in the front, you'll have the conversation of, hey, nice to meet you. And then in the back, we'll have the abort thing happening. So the thought will go over there, so that way it's kind of hidden. You know what I mean? It's hidden from even Shuklia. I do want this to actually be more... God, I'm turning it into Jamie. Gotta zoom in here, I think. Okay, so what we're doing here is putting an eye here. And now that's not how noses work. That'll do. Okay, so that'll do for me. And then we have Shuklia. I'll move this to the left, actually. Shuklia's head looks pretty small. That's alright, it'll all be fixed up. Let's just have her saying, hey! This is nowhere near as catchy as the first one. I'm disappointed. Okay, now the thing that needs to happen, by the way, in this comic is that Shuklia's hair is in most of the time similar, but not the same as my hair. It tends to be a little bit more straight and generally a little bit shorter as well, and more symmetrical. And that comes in... That's kind of important for the story, because the second day that I meet Shuklia, like the second time I meet her is just after a haircut. And I've had my hair cut so that it resembles... I haven't done it on purpose so it resembles her, but it just happens to be my preferred style. And I'm really nervous that she'll think that I got my... You know, social anxiety works like this. I'm really nervous that she's going to think that I got my... You know, I met her, we obviously got along really well. Now I've gone away and I've cut my hair to look like her, you know? It's not a good look, especially if you just met someone, you know? So I need to make sure that the hair is similar while not being the same as what it's going to look like. Hey there, Blake is 88! And I think the way to do it here is that Shuklia's hair tends to be have a little bit more of a fringe going on there. I think that should do it. Something like that. She's adorable! Okay. So now it's when I sort of flub the rest of the picture in order to move on. Okay. Ah! Wow, my chin's really big. My chin's like half the size of Shuglia's face. I think I'm gonna change that. Just for, ah! This is definitely like a change in terms of music compared with the Jeannie Lewis album we were listening to earlier. Don't you reckon? Okay, so at this point my hair isn't like that. So this makes my hair look too straight. My hair is curly, damn it. Well, wavy. It doesn't really look like me at all, but you know, it's all about placement at this point. So there we've got the arm, and I'm doing a wave. Hey, that's not really how you wave. That's more of a wave. Facing that way. With tiny little arms. Tiny little hind arms. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. That's an arm. Okay, and then we've got the little caption down here. Oh yeah, didn't I mention I have social anxiety, blah blah blah, and I'll put that on later. Compare that picture of me with this one, which looks... I really like this one. I wish all my pictures of me looked like this. In this comic, anyway. Okay, but anyway, we're getting through it, which is the important thing, and this is what I need. I need an audience there to encourage... Well, not... I don't need you to encourage me, but, you know, I need... The fact that an audience is there is encouraging for me. So that's good. So, oops. So that's like the first page. What was that? Oh, there's some little sketches I did. Trying to get the hang of the style there. Don't stop drawing, you'll get back to your old confidence levels. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that this project... It's 41 pages, so by the end of 41 pages, I'm sure I'll be at a point where I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, I remember how to do this. Like, look at this picture that I drew of Cav PUA. Where is it? I drew this when I was living in Belgium. My Cav PUA character. I don't know if you can see that. It always takes me a little while to sort of register it, but yeah, I'm really happy with that one. Right? And that didn't take me very long to draw. So it's like, that's what I'm dealing with here. I'm dealing with the fact that I am capable of doing better. You know what I mean? It's not just a matter of I need to learn how to draw. It's like I need to relearn how to draw because because I used to be able to do this. I think I'm gonna probably, for the sake of getting better, I'm gonna make this a regular thing. I'm going to stream at least 1 day a week on this comic. And I think that's going to help. When the comic's finished, you'll be even better than that, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I'd like to see how things go. But I'm definitely... I want some... Because I'm going to be focusing mainly on language over the next 6 months, because I'm taking on 2 university courses at the same time, because I'm really silly. It's gonna be... I'm gonna need to find these times for me to be creative and to keep doing things. And this will hopefully put me in a better place to restart my Patreon, so I'm more comfortable being like, okay, I'm actually producing output here. I feel like I can accept people's financial support because the money is going back into the projects, because that's what it was always intended to be. It was always meant to be money going directly back into projects. It's just financing them. But if I'm not actually at a point where I'm able to complete them, you know, I can't say that there are projects being financed, you know what I mean? But yes. Okay, so now what we'll do is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a 4-panel page.
Hey
here.
there.
Oh, thank you for following Dead Rosencrantz. Friday. Why don't we make it Friday? Why can't Friday be drawing? Friday is drawing. Saturday is co-op streams. Sunday is dramatic readings. Monday is Darkest Mondays. And then we've still got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to do whatever. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, so let's make a new panel here. And then I'm gonna do something a little special. And I'm gonna cut that panel. And then I'm gonna cut another panel, and I think I should be able to edit those if the need be. Which I'll probably need to do, because I wanted them to be like... No, I don't want sticky keys! Oh my god. Okay, let's try this again. I kind of want perfect thirds. Ah, no! That was slightly off! Oh my god. Ah, no! Stop it! Yeah, that's not really perfect thirds. It might work to my favor because it might end up that... Yeah, that could do it. Alright, so... One day we may even get New Vegas Wednesday. We might do! I was kind of hoping to do that today, but then I got a drawing craving. Okay, so I want... this frame. I want us to look at this frame here. Frame, okay, yes, and border. I do not want a border on this frame. Why does it still look like it's got a border? Stop it. That looks like a border. Oh, right, because it's the template thing, right? Okay, and now I want a border that is a star, which is probably going to be interesting to do. Oh, okay. What did I do before? Shit. Oh, I went to window and then subtool detail. Figure. Let me bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. Hey, Clip Studio Paint. I used that, but I'm deeply bad at it and actually haven't even tried the comic-y stuff. I'm taking news. Oh yeah, like you and me both. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is to try and actually get the hang of it. And I figure that by streaming, it's going to encourage me to actually persist with it, because it seems like it's not an intuitive software, but it is extremely specialized. So anything that you could possibly want to do as a comic artist is possible with this software. Even more, you know, like before I would be using Photoshop or something like that. And this is just, the sheer amount of things you can do is incredible. What the hell is this music? So what I want to do is I want to have like a, I want to have one of these things be a panel. Like, I want this to be a panel. So what I might just have to do is to make that like a layer mask or something like that. So I'm going to draw that out here. Put that away. No, I think I'm just going to make it a little bit free here. Moving from Photoshop elements to comics, Clip Studio Paint with enlightening, even for just like the inbuilt line stabilizer. Yeah, I still need to figure things out myself, like how to make the most of those tools. I know they exist. It's more just, how? This is probably gonna end up bleeding and getting cut out. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Oh, there is a way to make that appear in front of the thing, isn't there? Like that. Okay, that was simple enough. Okay, look at me learning. Okay, and I'm gonna make that smaller at some point. I feel like that's too long. Unless I, like, rotate it. Oh, look at that. That's clever. Although it might have kind of too many sides for what I want to do with it. Maybe something like that would be better. I could fit more art in. Yeah, all those red dots are control points. It's just so... Oh, that might be good as well. It's just so complex, this software, and the amount of free add-ons you can get as well, like brushes and things like that. There's a brush that can simulate Copic markers as well, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this layer. Shit! Oh, no, that's good. What is this? Alright, we'll move this to the top. And I'm guessing I can turn that into its own sort of layer, maybe? I don't know. Let's play around with this a little bit. So it's already at the top of everything here. And that's gonna be like me looking at the menu and seeing something. I'll probably want to get these out a little bit to fit more picture in. Oh, that looks gross. Yeah, I can't remember the link to it. Actually, you know what? I think I have a copy of, because I sent it to my artist friend Shuklia, who I'm making this comic with, because she is a whiz at Copic markers. So I just need to look up our chat history. Oh, we talk a lot. I'm gonna search in there for Copic. One of them is a Copic market emulator I wrote with autocorrect. There we go. And I'm gonna paste that in there. Okay, so it's a link to like a bunch of different things, but one of them should include a Copic marker sort of emulator brush. So enjoy! It's my treat, even though I didn't make it. So how does this work? Can I... So I can't draw on there. Can I draw there? No, I can't. Or did I just draw all over that? Yes, I did. Okay. So there must be a way for me to be able to put stuff on here. That's something for me to research, I think. So I might make a note of that for next time. Sounds like the soundtrack to an Italian 70s B-grade action flick. Oh, speaking of which, that's a bunch of soundtracks that I really like are what are they called? There were this Italian spaghetti western duo that I loved. I mean, like, I didn't really watch many of their films, but I loved the soundtracks to their westerns. So good. I'll see if I can play that one next. Okay, so what I need to do is speech bubble as frame. Like, surely there should be like a convert to frame option, right? Convert to frame. Operation of transparent part. Selectable object. I'll figure something out with this. He does that, the composer, the one song I can remember is this one that goes la 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 la. That one. And then, like, it keeps getting interrupted with something going... Ha! It's so good! I don't know if anyone heard that and was like, yes, I know exactly the song you're talking about. Probably not, but it would be funny if someone did. Let me see. La 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 la. Rabbit. No, I remember it was on like a video of rabbits eating. Italian song. La 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 la. Italian song. I think. No, that's not it. Oh God, what was the comedy? Okay, I need to look this up now. Sorry. Spaghetti Western. Duo comedy. They were Terence Hill and Bud Spencer. That's them. Okay. Let me see if I can find. Oh, thanks for sharing your deviant art, Dead Rosencrantz. Okay. Song Church? Let's see if I can find this. Yes! And it's called La 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 La. I'm sure it's got an actual name. But let's listen to it. Let's take a little break from this one. That one was too chill. Okay. It's from a comedy film. That's the orchestra conductor getting angry at a woman vacuuming. Okay, back to work.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we're going to the restaurant. So we've got like doors here and we're just gonna like walk up. We've got silhouettes here. Italian stream, yes. What's happening in the scene is that like there's a guy with a sniper rifle while these people are in a church practicing this song for whatever reason, and like it's aiming for the guy going but then the other guy, either Bud Spencer or Terence Hill, I don't know which one is which, but like the non person is trying to like get in and warn the other person about something that's happening. I mean, about the sniper. And also the sniper keeps getting interrupted by things getting in the way or by the orchestra person getting angry, so like their line of sight keeps getting blocked. It's very funny.
No.
Bud Spencer was the big guy?
Let's pick up from number 4. Male voices.
So we've got this sign here. There's the restaurant. It's got, what was it called again? I want to write it. I haven't written Chinese characters in a really long time. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hope you're liking the song. I can see how this could be really annoying for some people. Like, normal people. Wait. Wait, that's not how you do that character. It doesn't have the flick of the button. Okay, no. It's got, that's the writing of the restaurant.
Should have taken it by surprise.
Okay, next panel is me looking at the menu. You're Italian, you've listened to this countless times. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
When you get a chance, take a look.
There was a guy from Italy who used to come to my bad movie nights in Belgium. A really fun guy, and always brought popcorn without fail.
Yes!
And he was talking to me about these films at some point.
How'd he get in here? I had him follow me in. I didn't feel like dying alone.
Okay, so that's...
No, not possible. No! Excuse me.
Okay, that's Kev looking at the menu. Okay, and then, oh! Same picture. Oops. Oh, this is the one that's stuck behind the thing. Alright, well, we'll just leave that one for the time being until I can figure out what's happening there. This stream has excellent vibes. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I feel like we have a really nice community here. Everyone's very helpful and excited, and a lot of artists as well, who enjoy watching other people's art. I don't know if Diana Jack is still here, but Diana Jack, one of my audience members, made all my emotes. You should check her out. As she also streams, and she's very good at like explaining her process when she's doing work, and also, you know, does it professionally. Okay, so now Shukla is asking me what I want. I'm sorry, I can't explain what's happening anymore because I don't know. I think someone swapped places with someone else. I think maybe Bud Spencer swapped places actually with the person who was going to be assassinated, who looks similar to him. And I think that was the whole thing. It was like they were trying to like take their place to save his life or something. Okay. So then Shukliya asks me what I want to order, like if I've seen anything I like, and then it's me going I look creepy. Okay, got my little curl there. Actually, no. Let's give me evil. I wanna be evil. I wanna be bad. That'll do. Their eyebrows. Okay. I'm gonna be holding the thing as well. And I think I'm gonna put her further up so we can actually get like her body and not just her head there. I think, yeah, the whole picture needs to be moved up a bit. But still, we've got the basics there. What we want. Oh! Having weird music in your head is something that happens after Cav's stream. Yeah! I try to shake it up a bit, you know. So back onto the music from Building a Better Way, the 1974 Chevrolet soundtrack. And by Chevrolet, yes, we do mean the car. Okay, so this next page here. I wonder if it's worth me doing the panels for like one chapter at a time, because we're almost at the end of the first chapter, and then we could call it a day there. I think that would be kind of cool, because we've read out on our stream here. Whoops. Wait. Where's the essay? How we met. How we met. There we go. We've read through the first chapter, so you all know what's going to happen. So you can kind of follow along, I guess. So at the moment we've just gotten up to me seeing the menu item, and then Shuklia asking if I see something I like, and I go he 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 he. So this next page is when it's revealed that I have seen some chicken nuggets on the vegetarian menu, which are vegetarian but also chicken McNuggets somehow, and I'm very happy. Okay, so what I want is... Whoops, oh, I can't see the chat anymore. Where have we gone? There you are. Is this day word? No! Chevrolet! Only Chevrolet. Nothing more American. None of that inferior Korean car bullshit.
It's been tried and it's been tested in every way. The careful work is over, and now the fun begins. It's time to enjoy that Chevrolet.
Oh god, I guess this is the propaganda part.
All the things you want, well within your reach. It gives you a little time.
There's a Chinese vegetarian restaurant in Adelaide that serves a dish called Sweet and Sour Thing. That's amazing.
That car is really being on your own.
Okay, so we'll cut the frames. That's not high enough. Damn. Okay, let's move that cut down there. And then we've got like a big frame, full frame there. And then I want one more frame.
In your car, it's all there in your hands. You got room to breathe and a whole wide world to see. There's something about the feeling in a really fine machine.
Fat bottom girls, you make the rocky world go round. Oh, wrong song.
It's all the things you want.
Okay, so we've got here the top panel.
Time to be alone. Car that
I'm Scottish and can't drive. Is this like a census? I don't have a car. I've had a car once in my life, and that was interestingly enough when I was living in Japan one time, because I just happened to live in like a tiny mountain town in the middle of nowhere in rural Shikoku, and it was like an hour's drive to the nearest train station, so not really what you'd imagine when you think of Japan. So I actually had to get my license in order to get that job posting. Oh wait, we need a split down there. What did I want? No, we want that to be split properly. So cut frame again. Oh, I wonder, should I do something like that? That might be nice. Am I that bold? Am I so bold? Am I so bold as to hazard to do that? Am I that kind of a person? Do I want to do that today? Is that the kind of... Oh, I'm so nervous. I lived in... Oh, the album's finished. Well, let me put on some more Bud Spencer and Terrace Hill, because that's fun. Bud Spencer, Terence Hill Films Best Music, a 1-hour playlist. Yes! Oh my god. Yeah, this is just sketches. I can always change it if it's not really fitting my groove. Oh! Honshu, you can write it anyway. It depends on what you're going for with romanization. I'm actually I'm a translator of Japanese. Is my actual job. And yeah, there are a lot of people when it comes to Japanese, especially things like romanization, who get really like, I don't know, elitist about one way being the right way or not. But it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, just as long as you can communicate, does it really matter? I mean, technically, if you're going by the pronunciation, it is honshu with like the double, the two U's. So that would avoid confusion, but it's not like it hasn't been romanized in the other way before. Terence Hill is still one of the most prominent figures on Italian TV. Wow. This is... I'm not sure what song... I think it's called Movin'. No, it's called Cruisin', but it's from this playlist here. I hope it's not well known enough that I'm gonna get silenced. Okay, so the next one is this next first frame. And this page is going to be me looking at the menu. Oh yeah, I know the line. I gotcha. I also work with Chinese, and if you're doing Chinese, the pinyin is like all those diacritics are really important. So I used to have a when I used Chinese a lot more before I got a bit slack with it. There's actually an IME, like an input method of the keyboard where you can use. I mean, it's called pinyin, but like you could probably use it for Japanese as well. Really useful. But I got rid of it because I wasn't using it so much. But now that I'm learning Chinese again, I think I'm probably going to need to do that. What am I doing? Oh wait, there's not even a face here. This is meant to be the menu. And it's meant to be my hand pointing to the chicken McNuggets. Chicken Mc. And then underneath there's regular chicken McNuggets. Oh, actually no, I think... Because what happened? There were chicken McNuggets, but there were also chicken nuggets? So I don't know the difference because I only ordered the chicken McNuggets because I was like, why so specific? Chicken nug, I'll say. And then the person's asking like, what do you want? And I'm just kind of like, this please. I love this song. What did I do? That's cool! I didn't realize that was something that could be done, but that's awesome. Like, move your whole picture. Like, get that out of there. brings us the story of this comic with no context is fascinating. If you're interested, I can give you a basic rundown of the story. It's about my friend Shukli and I and how we met in Taiwan. Basically, the story is that we had a lot of stuff in common. We hit it off straight away. But at the time, I had recently filled in an application to join the Secret Service in Australia. And I had heard that one of the things that they do is they send someone out to vet you and to try and find out if you'll talk about your application. And I had too much in common with Shuklia, and I started getting suspicious that she was spying on me. So it's a story about how this friendship developed, but I was also like 90% sure she was a spy for most of our friendship, and that she had been specifically sent to like learn about me and copy me and have all my interests. Yeah. It's a really fun story. I didn't tell it to her until this year, and we've known each other now for about 4 years, so I've kept that secret because I was like, well, maybe there's still a chance that I can get in the Secret Service. And I just need to hold my tongue. So I didn't tell anyone until like this year. She was like literally too good to be true. Like, we had so much in common. So we decided that it's a fun story, so we're making a comic, and Shuklia has provided her part. She's provided like these yonkoma, like 4-panel comics for each chapter. And then I've got my slightly longer, like more narrative description of everything that happens, including all my paranoia and social anxiety. This is gonna be me eating with crumbs and nuggets. Nuggety crumbs, mmm. Like, how does not everyone know about these songs and just listen to them all the time? These are great. Like, I can see why, like, Alphonse M was saying that as an Italian he knows all these songs. I can understand why. They're great. I still can't believe you wanted to join the Secret Service. Well, that's the thing. For me, it was about the languages. It was about having a challenging job. But then, you know, I'm not really interested in joining the Secret Service anymore because I sort of realized that actually that means I'm gonna have to be like incredibly loyal to a country that I don't necessarily trust. You know, mostly I do, but you know, I do not want to be put in a position where I have to jeopardize my integrity for a nation's politics and things like that, even if it is my country. I'm not that patriotic. But yeah, on the other hand, it would have been a very intellectually stimulating and challenging job, which is something I've always kind of craved. I feel like most spies do not frequently go, eek! Yeah, I want to know what the difference was between chicken nuggets and chicken McNuggets. Next time I go to Taiwan, I'm definitely going to go back there and I'm going to order just nothing but those. Just one on one side, one on the other. I'll get them to point out which is which. They were different prices too, so there's like 100% something like differences between the two. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna be holding a fork up to my face with some fresh nugget on it, a little bit lower because that's not where my mouth is. And I'll be asking down here, what do you all think? And then in the middle here, no one else got chicken nuggets. No one else was clever like me. Everyone got like normal vegetarian foods and no one was satisfied except for me. I guess having a massive interest in languages makes sense for a spy, and not to mention, yeah, I am Australian. I don't technically live in Australia anymore, but I am stuck here right now because of the pandemic in Melbourne. I was living in Liverpool before, and I went down to visit my dad because he wasn't well, not with COVID, with pneumonia, and then the lockdown happened sort of immediately afterwards. Just jamming McNugs right straight into your eyeball.
Hi.
Oh, thanks for following, Rozochka. Welcome. But, yeah, there's the table, and we've got some people with different opinions about their food here, all looking very bemused. Not only that, but I think being, like, I just feel like I'm a really good candidate for being a spy, you know? Like, I kind of don't really fit in anywhere, but at the same time blend in everywhere. Like, as someone who, you know, looks kind of androgynous, also looks kind of ethnically ambiguous, also speaks a whole bunch of languages, and is used to traveling and living in different countries and being around different cultures. Like, what's there to lose? You know what I mean? I would make a fantastic spy, but, you know, I don't want to be loyal to anyone as a result of being such a big mess. Cabby would tell everyone immediately, no I wouldn't! And evidence of that is the fact that I had such a good story to tell Shuklia, and I did not tell Shuklia that story about how I thought she was a spy until, like, last month. So, ha! In your face! Do you try stinky tofu in Taiwan? Yeah, I did. It's quite nice. It does smell really bad though. Like, I wanted to be one of those people who was like, oh no, it smells fine. It's just white people who think it smells bad. But like, ooh. There was this, the first place that I lived in Taipei was, I had to walk through, past a really delicious bakery and a night market stall selling stinky tofu. And what would happen was that if I left early enough from university to go home and pass through the bakery, there would be this gorgeous smell of garlic, like garlic bread. They made really delicious garlic bread that they'd sell out front, like freshly baked. But then what would normally happen, because I did afternoon classes at the university, was I would end up like walking past, getting this delicious wafting smell of garlic bread, and then like I'd pass and I'd be like, okay, I can see the stinky tofu stall is getting ready, and then that smell would start to come up, and all of a sudden my nostrils would be filled with sewage, you know, because that's what it smells like. It smells like sewage. And then I would just, like, that would stick with me. Like, the thing about stinky tofu, it sticks. It stays with you. Once you get one sort of whiff in your nostrils, it's there to stay. So it was like this sort of Russian roulette whenever I went home. Am I gonna get, like, lovely garlic bread smell, or am I gonna get stinky tofu? Oh, these comic sketches are so detailed and well drawn compared to mine. My page layout sketches are basically stick figures, smiles, and speech bubbles. Oh, that's really cool though. Like, it's probably what I should be doing, you know, because all it is about for those base sketches is layout, right? But for me, I still feel kind of, you know, pressure to have something that's presentable to a certain degree. Okay, so who's that going to be? That's going to be Anthony. Anthony's got a beard. Oh, I don't draw beards very much. Wait, Anthony? Adam? Anton? What's his name? I think it's Adam. Again, in my defense, this is Shuklia's friend. Who I just happened to Adam, okay, there we go. Sigh. Okay, so how does one draw beard? I'm gonna give him a Homer. Oh wait, no. The beard kind of goes up there, doesn't it? There we go, and I can, you know, fill that in later. And what kind of hair does Adam have? I think it was kind of curly? I'm probably completely wrong. I'm gonna have to ask Shukli about this. Okay, and there's no way anyone would be sitting that low on the table. I still don't know if this big head, small body aesthetic is gonna work for this comic, but we'll see. And this will be Joe. Wait. Oh yeah, because Joe wears glasses, so. Oops. Spies never need to remember names. Shut up, Remain Grover! You're so mean! it's like you're a substitute Sean when Sean's not around. I'm clever. Leave me alone. This doesn't look like Joe at all, and I gave him a massive ear. There we go. I'll fix this. There's the old arms, and then we have Shuklia turning around and. Actually, maybe what I can do, like, rather than just having everyone looking at me, because that's weird, I'll have him looking at his food. And he'll have his, like, arm up, and everyone's got their plates in front of them. And he's kind of, like, picking at it with his chopsticks. And everyone will have a lot of leftover shit on their thing. This sort of meh kind of face. There we go. I don't know how she is sitting at this table, but you get the basic message right. That's alright. Okay, so that's everyone just kind of like, meh. You're drawing very cute facial expressions. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, hey there, William Fruit Hustle. Facial expression is basically the main thing that I've ever sort of, you know, I always feel good about my facial expressions, no matter how shitty I feel about, you know, my confidence in other ways. It's one of the things I got going for me, I think. It's just everything else which is the issue. Okay, so, wait, where's the little one? Little mini one, there we go. So everyone's like, meh, my food wasn't so great. No, everyone is just kind of like, oh, whoops. Got distracted. Everyone's like, eh. And I'm like, I'm definitely coming back here again. So I got my McNugs. How did Yasuhati go? I don't think the game is fully developed yet. Or at least it's not optimized for my voice. And I'm gonna be saying this with my mouth full. Definitely coming here again. Little bits of food all over. Disgusting. God. God, I'm gross. Happy hands, happy little fists. Gave myself like a bouffant. There we go. That'll do me. I'm definitely coming back here. Let's have a look at what we've done. Yep, so choosing chicken McNuggets, please, and then some indication that time has passed. Hey, what do you think about your film? Bleh. Definitely coming back. Uh-oh. That means this is going to be muted. Shit! No! Hey there, Mario 5! Well, this is the last time you're going to hear that in this stream. It's awesome, though. Lo chiamavano Trinita. Trinità? Trinità.
He's the top of the West. Always cool, he's the best. He keeps alive.
Wait, move. What? No! Back cover inside! Shit! I've made a huge mistake. I drew this on the... God damn. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move that a little bit later. Because that's like the last page of the entire comic. Okay, so that's another thing I'll need to make a note for. So I've got back cover wrong. Cav, you fool. Yeah, Twitch have been banning people. Ah! Oh no, this song's so good. I'm just gonna fast forward this. I'm so sorry, it's such a good song. If I get banned, I blame Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer for having awesome taste in music. Yeah, I'm sorry I got suspended on Twitter again too, especially because it's for no reason. Like, I would say fair, like I would be grumpy, but I'd still say fair cop if it was actually because I did something. But it was like literally a clerical error, you know, and sigh. Okay, so this is the last page that we'll be doing today. The last panel, which I believe is going to be us talking. Yes, so the top third is going to be... This is going to be us discovering that we have a lot in common in terms of background. Blame me, I brought up the Italian thing. Alright, I'll blame you. How dare! Power ballad. Oh, there go the drums. Everyone get your lighters out. This is probably going to be muted as well. I'm so sad. Alright, so for this final page today, it's going to be me and Shuklia. I'm gonna have the others sitting around. But when he goes flying around and around you, baby, he ain't. He knows all the answers. He wins every day. But when it's a man. Okay. So what's happening here? Let's have a look at the script again. Yeah, this is the comic about Shuklia's secret spy antics. I'll show you the what we've done today in a minute. We went through the first chapter today, so this is great. If I can do a chapter every week, at least with the drop. Actually, no, that's going to be too slow. It's probably going to be the most time that I have. As long as I get this comic finished by the end of the year, I think I'll be happy, because it is 41 pages. Okay. So we're on page 7. We've got a close-up of Shukli and Cav sitting at the table with the others, chatting amiably. And we've got a caption at the top saying, as the evening went on, blah 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 blah. So I'll make a proper caption for that later, obviously. Shukliya talks first here. Oh, okay, no, I need to be the laughing one because I'm saying haha. Okay, I thought that I started talking first. Okay, so that's Shukliya. Sorry. God, this sounds like one of those charity songs. There's Shukliya. So she's talking, saying, so you grew up in rural Australia too. Oops. And I'm gonna be giggling about it, saying, haha, everyone must have thought we were so strange because we were all brown. No, I'm gonna be all suave. Yeah. Just like me IRL. Smooth. There, look at that! Look at that! Oh. Which way was the hair going? Okay, so here I'm gonna be like hand in the air, like, you would, whoops, what the hell is that? Okay. It's gonna be like, yeah, can you believe it? Oh my god, I thought I was the only one, this is incredible, oh my god. Best friends. Probably gonna move me a little bit further back, I think, so that way we've got the space, the speech bubbles, we have space for each of the things there. So one person and then the other person down there. Was I in my PUA persona back then? No! I was just smooth! Secret Agent Cav has entered and immediately left the chat. What expression should the other two, like the two white boys, have at this point in the conversation? Because I want them to be visibly awkward in the corner in this panel here, because this is where we start to talk about, like, you know, race stuff, about both being mixed ethnicity. So we haven't alienated them yet, but we do in the next panel, and I kind of want that to be a build. And of course, you know, the conversation wasn't immediately awkward. I think they should look exactly that's not what I was asking for, being Crawford! The white boy should be doing the collar tug thing. I'll probably do that in the next panel. This first one, I don't want the focus to be on them or their expressions. I feel like maybe it shouldn't be different from their normal expression. Like they shouldn't be too engaged with the conversation, but they should be listening, you know? And the second panel, when we start having this back and forth between her and me, I want that to be sort of like, oh, okay, this conversation has gone on a bit, and these two boys don't really have anything to contribute. So the white boy should be trying to work out who Anthony is. Shut up! Oh, you're all so mean. I'll just have like a sort of awkward smile there, because I don't want to give away, like the punchline is basically, oh, your head is way too low for how tall you are compared to us. Hey again, Hazardius! John and Andrew. Okay, well, if Joe is taller than Anthony should be too. In fact, I can probably do that now. Bearded man. Probably we don't even need Adam in this instance. Maybe I'll just put a cross through there and a question mark. Maybe get rid of him. Maybe move the whole scene over a little bit that way. Have him a little bit more visible, so that way we've got the focus is still on the two figures. I'll see. I'll have a little think about that, I think. Alright, so now this last picture is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a conversation between both me and Shiplia. Getting along great. Quite large. And I think maybe it would be good if we both had the same expression. Like if we kind of looked as like mirror images of each other. I feel like that might be good. Like if I drew one character and then flipped them and then just changed the features, then that would be an interesting way to sort of, I guess in a way, symbolize how similar we are, you know? Same expression, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, it's currently 10:26 p.m. here in jolly old Melbourne. So I might do that, I think. That's way too big a nose compared with what I've been drawing so far. Ah! Hair's way too big too. That's okay. Australia, Australia has multiple time zones, unfortunately. It's one of those countries. I want to know what's going on in Brazil. God, what's with this mullet I keep drawing myself with? Should I do the same expression or should I do it a little bit differently? Because like, I don't want it to. I wouldn't want it to seem like I'm. I wouldn't want it to seem like I am just copying the art over because I don't want to draw the same thing again. I want it to be obvious that it's you know, a metaphor for similarities. So I might put that one a little bit on the back burner there. But I'm gonna have these two boys kind of. In Brazil. Jamie looks happy. That's all I know of what's going on in Brazil. Bolsonaro's COVID, I think. Okay, so got like talk. Oh my god, we have so much in common. White people, am I right? Ha 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 ha. And they're just kind of like standing there. Actually, no, that's a bit much. Yeah. Oh, 420 honks right now. Well done. We're currently raising honks, as it were, for rewards. We have 15 days to raise a total of compiled of everyone's honks of 1 million honks. At which point I will read the Riddles in the Dark chapter of whatchamacallit, of The Hobbit, doing the Gollum and Smeagol voice. Oh, CapDab redeemed! There you go. We should keep honks. You should spend them. You should spend them all. Because I think you've only got a limit to how many you can spend per day. I mean, per stream. But I stream pretty much every day lately, so. Alright, so let's go back and have a look at what we've worked on so far. Oh, you can spend the honks while the honk raiser is happening. Yeah, you just spend, and I believe that you get a refund of the honks if we don't reach the goal. Like, it's all completely free. Like, it has zero meaning. Oh, dear. Okay, so let's have a look at... Oh, wait. Ah! Yes. I don't know why it keeps saying that this is Yasashi Roba. That's a completely different project. Sigh. I did do a lot of work today. You really want to get respect at some point? Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm gonna keep on doing these community challenges. So yeah, use your own judgment. If you prioritize your respect, then that's completely fair. These honks are yours. Oh! McCulty redeemed a CapDab! This reminds me of those Blue Peter things where they'd have people send in their milk bottle tops. Oh, but that costs money for them. You're gonna redeem a random emote? Wish you luck? Good luck! Those are Diana Jack's freshly made emotes. Okay, so let's have a look through this comic draft so far. So we've got well, the first page I haven't drawn, honestly. The first page is going to be the introduction. It's going to have like a really overly dramatized sort of like horror, shock sort of thing about this is a story about friendship, and it's also about paranoia that spanned most of that friendship, that sort of thing. Then we've got Joe talking to me about how I should meet up with Shuklia, who is a fellow Australian, and in my thoughts, I think, well, no, I don't want to meet up with Australians. Australians are annoying. And so then he keeps trying to convince me that picture is going to change. I just copied and pasted that one down to keep the heights correct. Anyway, so then he keeps saying, oh, and you've got this in common, you've got this in common, you've got this in common. Oh, and also she does board game, like she's into board games. And then I'm like, oh. Then there's Azier Agent Shuklia, yes. Then we've got Joe saying that Shuklia does board game nights every week, and I'm like, oh, great. And then over here it's like, oh, I love board games, and it's going to be like a big page of just me surrounded by board games and things like that, and then saying it's a shame I haven't been able to meet people. And then next up, oops. Next up, we're meeting Shuklia and Adam at the subway station. There's Jamie pointing them out to me over there. And I say hello and meet them for the first time. And Shuklia says hello, and I say nice to meet you, but I'm really frightened because I have social anxiety. The cover feature include a version of her looking like James Bond. Oh, I love that, actually. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Eric. What the hell is this song? Oh, that is an amazing emo. Me looking terrified with sunglasses. Okay, there's us approaching a restaurant, the vegetarian restaurant. I'm like, oh, is it the vegetarian restaurant that does the fake meats? Yeah, it is. Me looking at the menu, me seeing an item on the menu which I can't draw because I haven't figured out how to turn speech bubbles into frames. And then Shuklia asking me if I've seen something I like, and me going, yes. Oh, whoops. No, then there's this page, which is apparently the back cover, so I did on the wrong thing. Then there's the person asking me what I want. I ordered chicken McNuggets. Then there's me saying, oh, these are delicious. How's your meal? And then they're all like, meh. And I'm like, I'm coming back here again. And then as we continue to eat, we, I don't understand this song. Then we're having having a little chat about our rural upbringing and how strange it was being mixed, and then we're like, oh my god, so much in common, look good, commiserating together about white people, and then and then there's our two white friends who are just kind of sitting there looking awkward, and that's the end of chapter 1 for me. And just a peek preview, I'm still working on this, because they don't look quite like us yet, but it's going to be a sort of more realistic portrait of me, Shuklia, and Shuklia's partner, who we met up with in New York. And that's going to be like the second last page, and then the last page is going to be like a little twist ending. I can't wait to show you the little twist ending. Woo! Hey there, Kamian _ So the next chapter that we've got coming up after this is called Board Games in Mandarin. So we'll look at that next time I do an art stream. The person on the left looks like the mystery person in manga that's yet to be revealed. Oh, yeah, it actually does look like that in the photo. Like, his hair was, like, the wind was blowing, it was completely covering his eyes, so it worked out quite well. Anyway, I think that is, that's us for the day. I'm going to find somebody to raid now. Thank you so much for joining me for this art stream. I hope you enjoyed the music. I always try to experiment a little bit with the music that we play. And I always have a good time. And I hope that you do too, because I do kind of torture you a little bit. Okay. Well, let's find someone to raid. Let me have a look-see who is streaming right now. We have, Dubusayo, another Australian streamer, is playing Ghost of Tsushima, which is interesting. What is a raid? You're a 21-year-old groomer. A raid is where we basically will invade someone else's stream. So all of us, us users, people in the chat, will end up like plopped on someone else's stream, and it ups their viewership. You know, sometimes if you can discover new streamers that way. It's always fun. Yes, invade in a good way. Yes. We all platonically love you, Cam. Oh, it's very sweet. Okay. Dubusayo. There we go. I hope you all get ready to raid if you have access to honks. I encourage you to use those honks to the best of your ability when we enter Dubusayo's chat, because that's always fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao!